That's Josh.
We're going. You're on. You're live now,
You're
dude.
We're live. Fuck it.
Okay. Hello, all, and welcome to this amazing, not planned at all thing that we decided to do. That, will be very interesting. So, we're gonna do a year-end review. So I figured that the best way to do that would be just go over the Observer Awards. So that's what we're gonna do, and then probably deviate as things come up. Probably so.
Okay.
Anyone have anything to say about the one thing I will say about this as we go through that I think this will be the first year, and Martine will probably know this better than anybody, that Dragon Gate will not be the most underrepresented promotion.
Oh, no, not at all.
It'll be Stardom.
Yeah,
It'll probably be Stardom. So yeah.
Okay, so I have all of Dave Meltzer's 44 awards and a goddamn document. And Josh said we should do this backwards. So starting at the end, which means you're starting.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Hopefully this is a much better year than the last 2 years combined.
Dog, you seeing the positive rates, son?
Just saying. I'm just saying.
They're worse than ever. They're not better than it. Anyways, all right. So I got all 44 categories and descriptions. So I am the job of reader. We're starting backwards. So that means you start at the end of category B, which is award 34, best pro wrestling, streaming, documentary, television, blah, blah, blah. In this category, to be a specific documentary for Dark Side of the Ring, you have to list the episode, not just write Dark Side of the Ring. Same with any WWE product. It has to be a specific listed episode. Last year's top three were Dark Side of the Ring, Owen Hart, Dark Side of the Ring, Chris Wall, and WWE, The Last Ride. I think the most significant episode they produced was the plane ride from hell, just because of all the fallout from it. But I think their best episode is Brian Pillman. And is there any disagreement there?
Yeah, I think the Brian Pillman one was the best because I like the group of people they had speaking about his life and career. I thought they did the best job in terms of people speaking about him, than any episode. Well, I guess the FMW one too. Come on now. Like, I love that episode.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we all like FMW a lot.
I don't know. But yeah, Brian, we'd have to, I guess you'd have to go with Brian Pillman, but special shout out to the FMW one.
Well, I mean, I will say this about Dark Side of the Ring. There's a guy I work with that's like beyond a casual wrestling fan. He watches every single one of those. As soon as he found out that like I knew anything about those, he started asking me like, well, how right were they? Like, I was like, they're pretty dead on, especially the plane ride from hell one, which I agree. That's probably the one that I think most people who maybe followed wrestling like in the last 10 years probably didn't really know all of it. But I think if you've followed it since it happened till now, you probably knew most of that. So I'm probably not the one that really, so that one didn't like amaze me as much as the Brian Pillman one. I thought the Brian Pillman one was just really good because there's a lot of stuff to kind of cover and they did a really good job of it. So
I'd go, honestly, like the Brian Pillman one was great. They always start with a bang with a big topic, whether it's the Benoit one for season 2. I'd go with the Nick Gage one, honestly, because I think to do a topic on someone currently in pro wrestling is a little bit tougher than say, oh, we can go back and do this story. And, credit to, Evan and Jason from Darkside for their ability to, backtrack and find people, especially in the plane ride from hell, like getting a flight attendant on that flight to be interviewed is, first of all, very courageous on her part. And second of all, like the digging you have to do to get that. But I would say the Nick Gage one, because with that documentary, like not only did Nick Gage's rise continue, like he got an appearance on AEW Dynamite, but I think GCW's growth even continued then some because of that documentary. And people watched, this thing. They didn't know anything about Nick Gage. They found out where he was working and got more eyeballs on him than probably at any year he's ever had.
That's a good choice too.
To me, it's never the quibble. I never have quibbles about the stuff they present. It's usually specific interviewees that are just like, you sound like you rehearsed this and you're not recollecting here. You're just like, this is what I'm gonna say. Like
To be
Bruce
Brian Blair
Pritchard.
Award for every Dark Side.
Oh,
Like,
God.
Brian, what are you doing?
Oh, you mean like Tommy Dreamer? You mean like
Oh
him?
God. Oh God. He got his month suspension. But yeah, I think we're good on that one. Category 33, Best Wrestling Book. It's Mox's. I haven't read it. I haven't read a wrestling book in forever, but it's Mox's. Anybody gonna zoom
I
through
haven't
that
read
one?
it either, but from what everybody says, it's his. So
I'm about
also,
half.
I also don't think there was a lot that came out this year that were like major stuff.
I'm about halfway through it, and I can tell you it's surprisingly funny. Like it's hilarious. So yeah, definitely read that.
Well, and I figure that they're waiting for him to get out of rehab to probably do the audiobook, because they're probably going to have him do the audiobook from what I understand how it's written.
I gotta buy that. I gotta buy. It's hilarious though, man. I gotta read that.
All right, number 32, worst gimmick. Last year's top 3 were The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Retribution, and Alexa Bliss.
Worst gimmick.
Cody Rhodes.
I mean, it's the same gimmick. It's just not working now. It's just not working.
Whatever he's doing now, this specific. Wait, the cutoff was. When the hell's the cutoff?
The cutoff was yesterday. I think
Okay.
he changed it to
All right.
yesterday.
Okay, well, with fucking the shit he's done this week is just. Oh, that fucking t-shirt. Just the. Oh, God.
Really, the last month.
But
Really
yeah,
the
the
last
last. Because you look at the beginning of the year, he had it. He was fine. And then the QT Marshall feud starts, and it starts being less fun. And then the go-go part is,
Yeah, the Go-Go one was where it really turned, where he was trying to be like, I'm the joining force between white and black. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
like
What are you doing?
The worst gimmick.
I went back and watched that promo, and I had forgotten that he equated the birth of his mixed race daughter with Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech.
Oh,
And
Lord.
to me, like that alone is like, but I don't know what'll actually win it because I don't watch WWE, so I don't.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Is it gonna be Joe Gacy?
Could be
Joe
Joe.
Joe
dear
Gacy.
God. Oh yeah, that's
Could
bad.
be Joe
That's bad.
Gacy. Could be anything really on NXT 2.0. Could be
Yeah.
Oh
anything.
no, it got to be Tony D'Angelo.
Oh God.
No,
Yeah.
Tony's funny at least. Tony's at least funny.
I mean, I guess that's true, but I don't
Tony's
know,
at least
man.
funny.
It is a shame what they've done to that.
It's something in WWE. Has to be.
Yeah.
Oh, special shout out to how they've done the excess with evil. That should be up there. The House of Torture stuff. That's up there.
Oh
All
yeah,
that,
that's
all
yeah.
that is up there.
But the thing is nobody watched New Japan this year, so
Yeah.
no one's gonna
No.
vote for that. But that would be
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, category number 31, best gimmick. Last year's top 3: Orange Cassidy, Brody Lee, and Roman Reigns. Hook.
Hook. No, I can't do good because
Are you just gonna wait
Or
till
is it-
next year when he can win Rookie of the Year? He can't win Rookie of the Year this year, but he can win it next year. He's actually got the best gimmick. MJF.
maybe Danhausen.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's winning it.
Maybe Danhausen.
Yeah,
Especially this year because he's been all over the place. I mean,
yeah.
it's pretty evident if he hadn't broken his leg, he'd be on AEW in some form or
Yeah.
fashion. You can just tell. So, but yeah, I mean,
Okay.
the thing is there's not like gimmicks anymore. That's
Yeah,
kind of like
Danhausen is a gimmick though. Like he'll probably win that now that I'm thinking about it. Well,
Yeah.
or Orange Cassidy again. I could see Orange Cassidy winning it again.
we're not passionate about this one. Number
Yes.
30, Promoter of the Year. Last year's top 3 were Tony Khan, Dana White, and Sanshiro Takagi. It's Tony Khan again.
Yes, Tony Khan again.
Yeah. Tony Khan.
I mean, UFC had a better year than they did last year, but
That's because
Yeah.
Conor McGregor fought twice.
The best year ever, actually. They had really helped doing those shows in their little Apex. That saved a gajillion dollars for them.
God.
But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got to be Tony.
Best Booker last year's top 3 were Tony Khan, Ghetto, and Osawa Rangai.
Tony by a massive margin.
Yeah.
Like people.
If the Great Muda debacle, Josh, didn't happen, I would say no sour Ron guy, but yeah, Tony.
Yeah,
That debacle.
I could agree with that, but the
Like,
fact
okay.
that the fact that Muda held the title for 3 months was not okay.
Oh my god,
Like,
man.
to me, a thing that a lot of people forget about because their follow-up was not handled especially well, but the initial formation of the Pinnacle angle was like some of the best shit I've seen on some of the best shit I've ever seen on a wrestling TV show because it made complete sense, but you still weren't expecting it, like, because oh god, like, but they haven't done anything with the Pinnacle since though. They're starting to now, but that Inner Circle feud could have gone better. Okay, worst promotion. It's WWE.
Come on now.
Worst feud of the year. Last year's top 3.
Wait, no discussion.
Worst feud of the year. Last year's top 3 are Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, and Lana versus Nia Jax. Okay.
I would go Bray Wyatt and Orton again.
Wyatt and Orton again.
Did Bray Wyatt and Orton actually have a feud? Like
you got to remember this. This was the WrestleMania with the Alexa Bliss Black Goo thing made him lose. Remember?
Right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Bray and that was horrendous.
Yeah.
What an exit for Bray! All that time and effort in that character for it to be over in like 5 minutes on the biggest show of the year.
I don't watch WWE.
Can I make Alexa Bliss now the winner for worst gimmick of the year?
Yes, I forgot about her.
Yeah, I forgot about her. Yeah.
Can I like that was literally the worst thing, and the fucking doll. Oh my god! Like what the hell?
Oh no! What's the feud she had with old girl where she was controlling the doll at SummerSlam and
that was dude. I don't know. I don't watch WWE. I couldn't tell you.
That one though.
My only vote for worst feud would be a Big Swole versus Diamante, but I can't talk about that.
No.
Come on, man. That match should have been on Dynamite. Come on now.
No.
You did not see that live.
We saw it. No.
We saw it live.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
But yeah. Whoever, Alexa Bliss and whoever.
Worst match of the year. Last year's top 3. Braun Strowman versus The Fiend. Bill Goldberg versus The Fiend. And Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara. Last year's top 3. Worst match of the year.
I don't remember any really bad ones. I didn't see any bad ones. I'm sure it's a WWE match that I haven't seen.
I mean, the worst match we saw live was Sky Blue versus Red Velvet.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
But I would not say it was the worst match of the year.
No, especially because they edited the hell out of it.
Probably something.
You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say one.
Oh, God, I forgot about Damian Priest versus The Miz with all those fucking zombies. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's commentary.
Lance.
That tops what I was going to say. I was going to say the GCW. Oh, no. I'll say that for later.
Like, I forgot about that. Like, fucking.
That was literally a match that was a promotional for a movie that they were involved with.
That was the first time. This is the first time Miz became a hypocrite because he's like, I work my safe style because I'll never get hurt. And he tears his ACL running from fucking fake ass zombies. Oh, my God.
So yeah, WWE once again.
Some Muda title defense, Josh. No, I'm joking.
There you go.
I'm joking.
Worst television show. Last year's top 3: WWE Raw, Impact Wrestling, and Ring of Honor Wrestling. It's WWE. No, wait, it's NXT 2.0. It's got to be NXT 2.0, right?
Worse than Raw, though?
No, it's not worse than Raw.
I would. You have to do the whole year. You can't just do the last 4 months.
Okay, it's Raw. Raw wins again. Congratulations, Vince.
The
I'm
top
sure he
three
cares.
are Raw, NXT 2.0, and SmackDown. That's the top three.
SmackDown's had the Heyman Lesnar stuff. That's
Man,
actually
shut the
good.
fuck up, man. that was look. That's been what a couple months. Most of the time, it's just Roman Reigns looking mean. You know what I mean? And everybody, what's wrong with the tribal teeth? You know what I mean? It's just the whole show, like an hour of that shit of him just looking mean at everybody. Like
It worked for a couple
trash,
months.
man.
It worked for a couple months, and now it's like that's the only thing they have, and so they've stretched it
Like
out.
that's the one thing that people have said are good. So they
Hey,
was like, hey, let's drive it into
SmackDown
the
had
crowd.
Bailey also, and Bailey was good until she messed her knee up.
That's fair. That is fair. That is fair.
Okay. Most disgusting promotional tactic. Last year's top 3. WB firing so many wrestlers at the start of the pandemic while they were setting profit records. WWE operating for months during the pandemic with no testing protocol. And WWE removing third-party marketing opportunities from talent. I think
all three are the same, right? We just do the same. They did
Yeah.
the same thing this year. All three. All three.
I think it's even worse that they're removing testing
this year,
in
that's
the middle of
like,
this surge. Even
let's just
firing.
not test. How about we don't test? Then we can't not have our top.
See, I would say it's the firing because they added an caveat to it this year because they said, well, it's for cost cutting, it's for cost saving reasons. Even while they didn't say that last year.
Money
They just cut
that
everybody.
we've ever made in the history of the company, in the history of pro wrestling.
Well, and the cost cutting just kept on going. It was like, wow, they're still doing it, eh? It's August, and there's like a whole bunch of guys. Like I thought this was over in April.
I don't know why they won't publicly admit what they're doing, even though it's obvious to anyone who analyzes stocks or any kind of business what they're doing is they're setting themselves up for a sale. Who's going to buy them? I don't know.
Well, a possible sale. So the possibility that so that they could be bought.
Which makes your stock price better too when you do that.
And there's nothing wrong with saying that this is
but
what
it's
we're
like,
doing.
it is so depressing that like their live show attendance is like some of the worst it's ever been. Like you look at that MSG, like I don't know if y'all read in the Observer, like Dave had the last 10 MSG holiday shows and they were all sellouts except for this year, which is like what 6,500 in fucking Madison Square Garden. Like
no, there was 6,500 there. That was
not paid.
That was not paid.
Paid. Oh my god! Like, what are?
Did y'all also see that they sent out some email for like seat fillers for day one?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we need people to fill seats. Your job is to go full Cosmo Kramer and just sit like we need camera people.
It literally doesn't matter that the ratings are in the toilet, that their live attendance is bad shit. Because they're getting
they got $1 billion from NBC. Thanks, NBC.
Fox. Like it doesn't matter.
I get that fool that, man. He's a hustler, man. I got to give him that.
Like, can you imagine how much money they would be making if they were as hot as they were in 2001 right now?
I know, man. It'd be
not
crazy.
Even 2001. If they were as good as they were in like
2008.
When did we have the Shield and the Wyatts?
That was
like
2013. That's 2013.
2014.
Yeah. If they were that good.
It's just, but yeah, WWE's a skeevy company, and we always know. Best wrestling maneuver last year's top 3 were the one-winged angel, buckshot lariat, and Omega and Page's last call. What's the best wrestling maneuver? I don't. What's the best wrestling?
Anything Phoenix does.
Anything Phoenix does, but he doesn't have a specific. Vikingo's even nuts.
I'm partial to Last of the Dragon. I love that move.
Problem is Penta uses it so much on AEW. It's just a setup.
No, he uses the Made in Japan.
Made in Japan. Yeah.
What a dumb award, honestly.
I mean, I
don't know why it's still here. We're not passionate about this. Skip. Worst show of the year. Last year's top 3 are Super Showdown from Saudi Arabia, the horror show at Extreme Rules on July 19th, and WrestleMania on April 5th. All right.
So I have, because I had already thought about this, I'm going to say one that people are going to be like, it wasn't that bad. But because of the hype behind it, it was bad. And that would be the GCW Art of the War game show. Because that show was
Oh,
hyped.
It's
one I
not
fell
that
asleep-
bad.
The one I fell
man.
asleep during.
Yes, it was bad. Marquine, it was not a good show.
But the worst show of the year, though.
I'm just saying because of the hype. Just because of the hype behind it.
Problem is that WWE actually put good matches on that last Saudi Arabia show, so I guess that streak's ending.
I'm sure that it'll be.
That's fine. Okay, thinking about it, that's fine. It's got to be something that they did though, because
Well, what was?
I mean, SummerSlam was pretty like what the fuck? They put so much hype going into Vegas on a Saturday, and they killed Bianca Belair in one foul swoop. That she had now have to rebuild herself up.
my lady was mad as hell. She was cussing.
Yeah, exactly. So they did that.
Wasn't Survivor Series really bad?
Survivor Series was bad because the biggest match that we wanted to see they put on first, and it was like, well, this is the most boring, pointless show. I fell asleep in Survivor Series. I literally passed out. It was like, I'm missing nothing. There's no value to this show anymore.
I don't think I watched it. Oh no, was that the one where what was the show with the rope snap? The Finn Balor demon stuff.
Oh, that was Roman
Gotta be
Reigns
that one.
match. God.
That was Extreme Rules.
Gotta be that one.
Was that
Was
this
that
year or last year?
Nope, that was this year.
That was this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, 2021.
So
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Best-
Yesterday.
Best major show. Last year's top 3 were AEW Revolution, New Japan Wrestle Kingdom Night 1, and G1 Climax Final. Okay, I think
All out.
All Out
Right?
has
Gotta
this
be,
in
right?
the bag, and Full Gear's probably 2, and I don't know what you'd put at 3.
what's that? What was it? Night.
I mean, for me, number 3 would be the Stardom Grand Prix final.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I mean, this because the finals.
I mean, legit, like 2 match of the year candidates on this show, like at the end, and then everything else is solid throughout it. That would
We
be
count
number
UFC 261. That was also on me.
I mean, yeah,
That was
count.
really
UFC
good.
shows
Yep.
count. Yeah.
Can we count that as I look upon Dave did give UFC 116 the award in 2010. So I mean, if we're gonna count an MMA show, UFC 261, the first show with fans back, it was one of the best events in UFC history.
All right, so
Next.
that'll probably be the top 3. So
Yeah, or something along those lines.
Worst television announcer. Last year's top 3: Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Beth Phoenix. That's kind of mean. I didn't vote in it. All right, worst is Michael Cole.
It's Matt
probably
Striker
Michael
on
Cole.
Impact. I
It's
swear
Oh
to God.
God! Oh
It's
God!
Matt
yes,
Striker on
yes,
Impact.
yeah.
It's not even a close debate.
Yeah.
Like this guy
What
tries
makes me feel so-
way
yeah.
too hard to get moments over. Oh, you gotta feel it, man. This is what like shut
I'm
the
marking
fuck
out,
up.
bro.
Like you need to calm down and like put this act like you used to be really good, and I don't know what happened. Like he used to be okay in WWE. Maybe he needs that environment, but he is horrendous as the lead voice of Impact. Kills any momentum they have.
He seems to pay attention to his phone and what people are tweeting at him way too much too.
I think
Probably.
that I think D'Lo does an okay job. But
I like
Striker-
D'Lo. Yeah, D'Lo
he's
is a
alright.
good color guy, but
But-
my God, Striker.
The only show I watched of theirs this year was the Omega Switch Swan show.
With Morrow, so it was like you
Yeah.
had an amazing
Yeah.
play-by-play guy.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
No,
it-
you know the real answer to this question is Adnan Verk for Monday Night Raw for 4 weeks.
Oh
I swear to
God!
they canned that thing so fast because he didn't know what was going on. He was like, I was a fan in the 80s, and then no, it doesn't work. He literally lasted 6 weeks after all the big hype of like, look what he's done at ESPN and MLB Network, and it was over before it got started.
Now it's fucking Jimmy Smith, isn't it? How the hell that happened?
Jimmy Smith is actually pretty good, though. I will say that.
It's weird though.
He got on
I
their
mean,
radar.
for me
It's-
though.
It's weird to him as the play-by-play guy, but did good in MMA. I think he's fine in that environment.
No, that's what I'm saying because he's like Bellator got years, and then UFC signed him for a year and did nothing with him.
Yeah, they just put him at the analyst
He-
desk
Like
in the
he would,
studio.
like it's like, all right, you took him from Bellator. Why? Just to
So
have
they
him
can't
in
have him.
inserts?
Oh,
Yeah.
another answer I have, homeboy that's with Prezak on GCW. I can't remember his name right now. He's awful.
That is the correct answer.
Awful.
That's
Awful.
the correct answer.
I can't remember his name right now.
The dude that curses every 10 minutes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
can't remember his name right now.
And
Terrible.
and is like trying to put everybody over like 1,010%, and it comes off as just like
Why? Okay, they're going to the Hammerstein. Why don't they just do it? Just have it be Leonard and Prezak. Just do it. Just admit what you are.
I wanted to be Riccaboni. He's already doing shit with them now. Just be like, yo, help us.
He's gonna call the world title match at Hammerstein.
Just call the whole fucking show. Just call the whole show.
Just give him work. Just let him do everything. It will really add a lot to your promotion.
Very excited about that show.
Because if you watch GCW and it's like I could get into this, and then you watch like West Coast Pro, it's like night and day because they actually have announcers that know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
so.
They sound professional. Yeah.
Yes, definitely not. Oh, what the fuck was that? Like every 5 seconds. Like I don't need to hear that.
Best television announcer last year's top 3 were Excalibur, Kevin Kelly, and Tony Schiavone.
Those are the top 3 again. For
that
me.
probably wouldn't change that.
Yeah,
I would put Kevin Kelly above Excalibur.
I know because you don't like Excalibur. We've done this for years, John.
I like him more now. I could see him being second. I just think Kevin Kelly's better. So.
Schiavone gets me more excited than anyone else, though.
This is true.
I agree with Markeem. Schiavone just maybe it's just because it's the old fan in me, and I'm happy to see he's happy back in.
Like he's so look, I love Jim Ross, but like the thing that always gets on my nerve about Jim is that we just need you to be enthusiastic. Schiavone is just literally enthusiasm all the time. I love it.
But
man.
like when Jim Ross doesn't like something, it's pretty damn.
It's clear. He checks out. He just checks out, man. He's done with it.
But Tony Schiavone's renewed passion for wrestling has been one of the best parts of AEW, especially since I was a WCW kid in those last days of him just being.
Oh, you know, Wednesday he's gonna be like hyped as shit on Wednesday.
We're on the mothership.
Oh man!
I hope he calls Dynamite fucking Thunder or something like that. Dynamite.
He doesn't make mistakes like Jim Ross does, man. Even though they're not.
He did a pretty good job as play-by-play on Dark, from what I saw, like with Paul White and stuff like that. So
Jim
Taz
AEW WWE in more than one occasion. Like, he fucks up all the time.
Excalibur and Taz are great background noise on the AEW Dark. I frequently turn that on the background just to listen to them cackle, especially when they get shocked by a finish.
They don't.
It's like, oh, that's it. Okay.
It's him doing. Here's the thing. It's him doing what he does in PWG without like it all being inside crap. Like
Yeah. It's the same thing except being without the inside baseball references. I agree. Absolutely. I agree. Although he does reference like his old commentary from PWG, like sometimes it's kind of cool. Like when someone hits the Falcon Arrow, he did the deal. No one kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. I love that, man. Little shit like that. Yeah.
All right. Best non-wrestling performer for the best performer on a television show who isn't a traditional wrestler, whether a manager figure, a woman who doesn't wrestle, or a traditional manager. Last year's top 3 were Taz, Paul Heyman, and Don Callis.
The winner is Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert is the winner. I mean, a guy that you brought in for like kind of just an episode in Miami and then made him a full-on character when let him to live his dream of cutting amazing promos and being like a modern-day MMA version of Bobby Heenan on AEW. Fantastic. He has to win this, I think.
And he got clearly both of those fools over, too.
Yeah.
They both were like...
I'm going to disagree with y'all, man. Mine's is Don Callis. It's Don Callis for me. Like, he's awesome. He's completely awesome. Old school, just awesome. He's basically Cyrus in AEW. I love it, man. I love Lambert too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna go Don, man. They'll probably be the top 2.
You're not going to
I-
go your boy in New Japan?
Who?
Who?
Who you talking about?
Who do you hate in New Japan right now?
Dick
Oh,
Togo.
fucking Dick! Fuck him, man. No. Oh, he's ruined that company, man. Fuck him, man.
But I would just like to pour one out for Stokely Hathaway being stuck in that god awful.
If he
He's
was
at least-
in a better
he's-
situation, he'd be in this too.
Yeah.
He's at least entertaining with the Diamond Mine stuff he does. That's the only thing I get excited for on 2.0.
But I love Taz a lot, but I would have to agree that it's Dan Lambert because he just gets booed out of the fucking building everywhere he goes. But I know a lot of like
those few times he starts to get cheered, he stops and he'll say something to get himself booed again. It's
But there's like a section of wrestling Twitter just like, there's boomers all over the program. It's like, okay, whatever.
Y'all have to understand he's playing a character. Like he's playing this up. He's definitely playing this up. It's clear.
Why would he go to these shows if he didn't like the product? And I'm talking about before. I'm talking about before the character. He's just playing Jim Cornette. He's playing. That's what he's doing.
He's also literally doing what he did in Impact, but with eyeballs on it this time.
Yes,
Right.
that too.
with eyeballs on it.
But Colby Covington did the same thing where he did some of that bullshit in Impact, and then he took it to UFC.
I mean,
Except
Colby was
people over there don't get it's a character.
no, they don't.
Which is,
I mean, does
okay.
Colby at times even get into character? Like he goes in and out of.
there's Gimmick a little bit.
There's that one interview he did where he had the stupid MAGA hat on, but he dropped the voice and was being serious. It was actually talking about what he was doing. But most people, anyways, whatever. Rookie of the year. This is based on in-ring performance, not how someone is pushed or necessarily even long-term star potential. But by the standards of the category, a rookie is someone who hasn't had a regular job with a full-time wrestling company before September 1st, 2020. Among the top contenders for this award would be Dean Alexander, Brock Anderson, Warren Banks, Sam Beal, Big Guns Joe, Charlie Bravo, Jade Cargill, Jack Cartwheel, Ashley D'Amboise, O'Shea Edwards, Kosei Fujita, Layla Gray, Colton Gunn, Julia Hart, Alex Kane, Kevin Knight, La Estrella, that's probably La Estrella, Lady C, Quinn McKay, Ninja Mac, Rohei Oiwa, Reggie, Mei Sakurai, Jun Saito, Ray Saito, Rika Tahaka, Top Dollar, Ryoma Tsukamoto.
Can I count Daniel Garcia? Can I just count
No,
him?
because
No.
he's
He's been around for a couple years.
He has been,
Uh,
but he's in a major company. Like
I'm not done reading the candidates. Damn it, Shizuki Tsukata,
you're having some good.
Maddie Rakowski, Yasutaka Yano, Kasuma Yoshida, B-Fab, and Yoya.
All right. I'd go with Ninja Mac, man. Every time I see that
it's
dude,
gotta
he
be
does something.
out of those names. I would pick Ninja Mac.
I like Jack Cartwheel a lot. I love Quinn McKay. I like Jade I like a lot of these names, man.
Jade Cargill has a lot of potential, but she needs some seasoning.
Was Ray Saito in there? Did you say Ray? I like.
I
Saito
said
a
Ray
lot.
Saito. I said Ray Saito. But out of those names, Ninja Mac gets me the most excited.
I'd have to go with Ninja Mac.
How has he not gotten hurt? Is my question.
Because he apparently he came from a background where what he does is what he used to do. So
He's also a ninja.
Was it a Cirque du Soleil guy?
pretty much.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So Reggie,
just
but
guessing.
fun. So Reggie, but good. So Reggie, but good.
But yeah, out of those names,
That's why he was
I would
able to
say-
hit the freaking superhero pose.
God, they're doing a 6:30 on it. Oh my God! But yeah, out of those names, I would pick Ninja Mac, Jack Cartwheel, and Jed Cargill.
Yeah.
I don't watch enough New Japan Strong to tell you about the young lions. I don't watch enough.
Stardom to tell you about the.
I don't know. I don't. Most underrated, the wrestler with the most ability, who for whatever reason does get a push, consummate with their ability. This should be based on this past year, not a business reputation earned in prior years. Last year, top 3 were Ricochet, Chad Gable, and Riddle. It will always be Chad Gable for me. It is ridiculous how talented that guy is, and he's doing this fucking stupid Alpha Academy gimmick while being essentially an enhancement talent. He needs to leave there like yesterday. From tweets, I'm assuming his contract's due soon, but Chad Gable's the only one I'm really passionate about because I don't care about Riddle or Cesaro. They re-signed and they want to stay there. Whoop-de-doo. Ricochet apparently is full-on Kool-Aid drinker. Don't care about him either. Chad Gable, please get out of there.
Chad Gable, get out of there and please do MMA because I really just want to see that. I just want to see that. I just want to see one MMA fight. I would go with honestly. I'd go with Cedric Alexander. Honestly, like he kind of was pushed, but that push died quickly when WWE was like,
God.
you know what, Hurt Business, you're getting over. Let's just pull the plug. Let's have Bobby Lashley kill you all. And every time I see Cedric, I'm just like, what are you doing here? You could be so much more than than the 4-minute match getting killed by I don't know someone on Raw.
I don't know about this one. I don't know.
You don't?
A main event.
I'm gonna say somebody that probably no one will agree with, but I'm gonna say
Matt
Sydal.
Matt Sydal.
Yes.
He's a pro wrestling. He's a gatekeeper.
Yes, I know. He's awesome though.
He's
Awesome at his job.
Look, man, that's a role. He's a guy that gets beat on someone moving on up.
Why, I think he should.
He's filling a good role.
Like what position would you put him in if not the one he's in?
To me, the AEW act you would pick is Santana and Ortiz.
Well, yes, this is true.
You know what?
Me,
that's my answer. That's my answer. Thank you.
I would say either them.
My answer.
I would say either them, or I would say they're probably the one. But if you're talking about because there's so many people in AEW you could talk about, but I would say Sonny Kiss would be the other one because
yes, because
walks out and is over like that.
I love you, Josh. Yeah. Him, my boy Lee Moriarty, but that'll come. That'll come.
Yeah, he's
that's just because he's.
They gave him a fucking 15-minute match with Punk, dude. That was awesome. But whatever.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Sonny Kiss, Josh. I'm gonna go with Sonny Kiss because I don't want to go obviously Cesaro and fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go with the obvious ones because. We all know they're great, but they don't care about being great, so fuck them. You know what I mean? We all know.
Well, I think they care. It's just been beaten out of them knowing it's not going to happen there.
Yeah.
Okay, Juice, do you have anything to say before I read this next one?
No, I do not.
Okay, most overrated. This is the wrestler who gets the biggest push despite lacking ring ability or charisma. Last year's top 3, Bray Wyatt, Evil, and King Corbin. Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
You're going full on gimmick there.
Oh man. I think we're at the point we might have to. Yeah.
If I was being serious, who would I pick?
I'm still going Bray Wyatt. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that character.
That was bad.
That character was absolutely changed the channel every time it came on TV.
I mean, he got released though, so is he being?
No.
It's kind of weird giving it to somebody who's been fired.
No, every time he was on and anything he was in, it was terrible.
Alexa, you could say Alexa Bliss for this too. Yeah.
Alexa, yeah.
Oh, you know what? No, let's go back to most underrated real quick.
Hold on. Oh wait.
We can't go back.
Somebody just popped in my head. Shayna Baszler.
Oh,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But I have my real pick for most overrated.
Who's that?
It's KJ Muto.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
yes, Josh.
That's a good one.
Yes,
That's
Josh.
good.
Son of a bitch.
I hate
him
what did
now.
I say?
I hate that dude nowadays.
I can go back and I can look where you were fine when he won the championship. You were fine.
At first, like for that one night, yes. And then I saw the match. When I saw it, I was like, you know what? Let me see them. Then I saw the match, and I was like, no, I'm not fine.
On top of taking the belt off my boy, There's absolutely no reason for no knees, just cartilage, bone on bone man being the champion of your company when you should you got
For
plenty of
months.
young talent over there.
For
And
months.
and he's wrecking himself. It's like, what are you doing?
It should have been he won it, defended it, lost it. That should have been it.
But
That's
no.
not what we got.
Yeah, I don't know who will win this, but I feel the most strongly about him.
I out of mind.
Yeah, I
outside
wouldn't
out
be
of
shocked
mind.
if Cody wins this, though. I would be shocked.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
would-
would not be shocked.
That would be hilarious because you know that he'd play it up too.
Oh God! All right, best flying wrestler. This is for the wrestler who does the most innovative and solidly executed flying maneuvers within context of putting together great wrestling matches. This is not for simply the hottest daredevil moves, which are sometimes hit and sometimes miss. Last year's top three were Rey Fenix, Will Ospreay, and Hiromu Takahashi. El Hijo de Vikingo has to win this.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
mine.
I
I
I'm
don't think
like,
enough people have seen him though. I think that's the thing. I think
they
Phoenix
would
is
have.
gonna win it again.
They
Wait,
would
Will
have if
Ospreay
it was
number 2 last year.
What?
You said Will Ospreay was number 2 last year.
Will Ospreay was number 2 last year.
He don't
That
even
man-
wrestle like that no
Look, like
more.
that. I know he does. Look, man, these
The votes were in.
the
The
votes
votes-
were in, man. You just
He
all you get.
didn't change his style till like partway through last year. So
It was
Yeah.
not part way through, Josh. Well, no, dude, you gotta remember that last year. You're thinking you're still thinking you're conflating last year or 2020. You gotta remember when he got stuck in Europe, he decided to eat all the steroids, and he couldn't
Oh, yeah,
bounce
that's
like that
right.
anymore.
that's right.
He's solidly in knocking people out town now.
So if it's not Vikingo, because like Josh said, I don't think enough people have seen him. It's got to be
mean,
Phoenix again, right?
It'll be
I think
Phoenix.
I
It'll be
think Darby
Phoenix.
Darby Allin might be
Darby?
a dark horse for it.
What's the? Oh my god, the name's escaping me.
flying
Dude
wrestling,
on,
like straight flying though.
dude on AEW that was in Team Taz but turned on them. Can't
Oh,
remember.
Dante Martin.
Dante
Oh,
Martin's
shit.
up there.
Oh,
Dante Martin. Yeah,
He'll
he'd
be there.
in
I think
the-
eventually he'll be there.
Yeah, I agree. I think Phoenix wins it, but I think it has to be Vikingo. And people would have seen the Vikingo if Kenny Omega didn't have all that surgery.
Yeah.
all those surgeries.
Yeah, all
That
that
dude,
surgery.
he's being really bullish, saying I'm coming back in March when he had 4 freaking surgeries. That's like, bruh, you gonna be gone a while. Just be ready. But Bruiser Brody Memorial Best Brawler Award. This is for the wrestler who uses brawling tactics to put together the best matches during the previous year. It's not for a guy who does brawling matches that aren't any good. Last year's top 3 were Mox, Ishii, and Brody Lee.
I'll
Nice.
go EC again.
I
Myself.
think if you want to do
I'm
a
going
top
Mox,
3,
though.
you do Mox, Kingston, Ishii.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Oh,
go
Kingston. Yeah,
Kingston. Kingston's
yeah,
mine.
Yeah. I got to give my boy something. Kingston. Yeah.
It's got to be Kingston.
You realize one of these categories is best on interviews, Marquine. We'll get
I
there.
know. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Because I don't think it's him.
Okay, I guess we're all in agreement on Eddie Kingston. The Bryan Danielson Best Technical Wrestler Award, who
Bryan
hasn't
Danielson.
won it in forever, but he's back with a vengeance.
I don't think he's gonna win it though. I take that back. I think he'll win it. I don't think he should win it.
I think the top 3.
ZSJ?
I
That's what you think about?
What?
You think about ZSJ?
I think he's gonna win it again because I think he did it longer throughout the year, where Danielson just had that 4-month run. Where unlike as a complete wrestler, I would argue he should be higher, but we'll get to that too.
I
But
think this award is the most surefire that the top 3 will not change, except for the fact that Daniel Bryan's name will change to Bryan Danielson. Other than that, it will still be Zack Sabre Jr., Jonathan Gresham, and Bryan Danielson. That will be the top 3. Just what order, who knows? Because they're all fucking incredible. But
Let's
Daniel
give Gresham
Garcia,
some love.
you don't think Garcia's gonna eclipse?
no, Gresham's way
No.
better than Garcia.
Yeah.
Josh, are you kidding me?
The stuff Gresham did with the Pure title in that little run there in the
Man, I
summer
know.
with Ring of Honor was really good. It's just, damn, Ring of Honor got no people to watch them.
Like ZSJ's G1 was pretty fucking spectacular. Like pretty spectacular. He was the highlight of that depressing ass tournament. So, man, it's tough because like Danielson's 4-month run has been just like maybe the best of his career, and yeah, that says a lot. So I don't know.
It's crazy. It's crazy how much like because you knew he was
what we were robbed.
back.
What we were robbed.
Yeah. Yes.
Just say it.
Yeah.
Just
Like-
say it.
Yeah. Like that. Well, we'll talk about some of that stuff later. Okay. Most charismatic. What person had to do the least to get the most out of it? Who do crowds naturally react to emotionally before the person even does anything? Last year's top 3 were MJF, Orange Cassidy, and John Moxley. Cody Rhodes.
Who do you throw? Can we say CM Punk?
Yeah,
Yes, it's
Yeah,
CM
you can
Punk.
say
It's CM Punk.
Can we
It's
say
CM
CM
Punk.
Punk?
It's CM Punk.
Literally one show back is just a riff of the guitar.
Mhm.
Oh my god!
Wasn't even, it was just like eep, and then you couldn't hear the song.
Yeah.
And it's been
It's
like,
Punk. That alone wins it for me.
and he was able to do the promo with MJF where he didn't say a thing. He just walked out,
Yeah.
turned around,
Yeah.
walked back.
Yeah, I think Punk's got this. Okay.
I think unanimous.
What you gonna say? You could say it.
Nope. Nope, unanimous.
You're saying.
Oh,
okay. All right. Most improved. This is based on making the biggest strides in in-ring word during the previous
Hey, this
year.
is tougher than I thought. Because each time you say one, I'm like, bro, who the fuck? But go ahead.
I have one at the top of my head. This person had to do okay. Who improved the most over the last year? Already good, but was given a bigger push. Last year's top 3 were Britt Baker, Julia, and John Silver. I think it's Dante Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was his first year in AEW. He was like really spectacular, but this year he's starting to have better matches, even as a single. And that tag team with Leo Rush was way better than the tag team with his brother. But don't say that out loud, or they'll come for us.
Yeah, I
Don't
would
disagree.
go. I would go with
I feel like
Ty Conte. Ty Conte's
somebody-
another one you could
Because
say.
even though she massively improved the year before, she's improved even more now. So
better now. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'd give it to Ty
she
Conti.
is still the poster child for why the Performance Center
Center is a failure.
Yes, she is still the poster child. Like, what?
Is-
How did you go wrong here?
Because they signed her, tried to let her up from the ground, or to determine she was a lost cause. And all AEW does is have her wrestle 2 or 3 times a week, and magically,
and get trained by Dustin. Like,
Yeah,
why
that's-
was Dustin not at the Performance Center? This is my other big question now.
I don't.
Very
They
true. Why
got-
did we not use him? Very true.
I don't know.
You had
There's-
him in your back pocket.
There's some bad things going on at the Performance Center when you got Scotty 2 Hotty putting on long messages where he says, "Well, I said I would never do a job just for the paycheck, so I'm leaving the Performance Center." It's like, oh God, what's going on down there? But
Then turn around and
You-
just work in Indy.
I feel like
Marquis,
we're forgetting somebody, but I can't think of who. So just go ahead.
Um,
I feel like we're forgetting somebody though.
I mean, I don't watch. I've not watched. The only interaction I've had in New Japan is when they take 999 yen from me, and I don't watch it.
There's nobody. I guess Fred Rosser would be a good,
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That is a good one. That is a good one.
I don't know who else though. I can't. I'm trying to think of just everywhere. I can't think of anyone else.
But yeah, no, Fred Ross.
But I feel like we're forgetting someone obvious, and it's gonna come to me later.
Well,
Go ahead, Chase. Go ahead.
I'm racking my
what I was going
brain.
to say was Dave has been saying that apparently there's a movement to get Sting to win this award.
No.
Hey, okay, all right. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying though.
I mean, he
No,
doesn't agree.
that's not.
He
That's
doesn't
not
agree.
his. That's not his. That's his readers because they're
Yeah,
trying
that's
to.
his readers. That's not him.
'cause-
That's his readers, and he's like, "This
'cause,
is
like-
not what the award's for."
yeah.
Like
But we thought he was cooked though. Like we thought Sting was cooked.
That had nothing. It had to do with how he's booked in WWE. That had nothing to do with because he had good matches all the time in TNA. Like during those,
that's true.
And the matches he had in WWE weren't bad.
But he was just booked horribly, and AEW is treating him.
Hold up! Did Chase just give TNA a compliment? Like what?
Yeah.
That's the biggest shock I think I've ever heard. Chase gave TNA from 2006 to 2014 a compliment.
He's like, yeah, had good matches all the time. You didn't realize you did that, did you? You didn't realize
he had good matches all the time.
What?
Did he?
What? I don't bullshit, man. The show was crap, but I'm going to say, hey, that match was good. Juice and I were the only people that liked Sting and Mick Foley's Lethal Lockdown, but we enjoyed it.
I didn't think it was bad either. I remember.
Dude, I don't remember. Maybe I did at the time. I remember Foley and Flair had a match that I thought killed the business.
Killed the business.
I'm these are legends that should not be doing any of this.
I don't know what you would have to do to kill the business at this point.
Well, we may find out from AEW in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We'll keep that on the download here.
What?
What?
Oh! I think I know what he's getting at. I know what he's getting at. Chase, I'll tell you after this. I know Juice is getting at. I know
I'm lost. Okay.
It's okay.
You'll know in a little bit.
Feud of the year. This should be based on a combination of having compelling storyline along with having great matches that just strengthen the box office. Last year's top 3 were Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston, Cody Rhodes versus Brody Lee, and Kenny Omega versus Adam Page. What? Last year? They gave that's number 3 last year? Okay.
Feud
I think
a match in Feud?
I think Omega Page has to win this year. Or Punk Kingston.
Can Punk Kingston win for a fill-in build? That was amazing.
Yeah. It was so great.
All right. I got a choice. Matt Cardona versus GCW.
Oh,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a really
that is a good one. That's probably.
Can he win Most Improved as well?
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Can he win Most Improved?
Yeah.
Probably the best storyline right now. Period. That there is. Yeah. No. The Stardom feud.
Oh, Shuri and Utami.
Yeah.
I mean, they just had great matches against each other. It's not real hate there. It's there, but it's not. Yeah,
it's not there.
It's like a rivalry.
You want some bad blood. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I mean, it's there, but it's not. Yeah, it's not like these other ones. I wouldn't say that, no.
But yeah, I think Omega Page would, because that was pretty much year long. So
yeah, I would say that.
I mean, I guess you could say Reigns and Brock, but we've seen that so many times. It's like
Reigns, Edge, and I guess Bryan mixed in there was pretty good as well, I would say.
Well, when Bryan got mixed into it, it got
better. Yeah.
Okay. So this there's no way we can bring this up, but if you look at when Edge came back to WWE and when Christian went to AEW and how they've gone, it
he got paid. That's all that he got paid.
Got paid.
He got paid, but he's still not in other than that Orton debacle at the Dark WrestleMania without fans. It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not been bad.
Yeah.
Is it as good as Christian's AEW run?
No, but I mean Christian's getting to shine.
You guys know Impact had a chance to have the feud of the year with the Elite versus the Bullet Club.
And they
just dropped it. They just dropped it But whatever.
I guess I'll get to it eventually. Who knows? Best box office draw is not a voting award, so there's no point in talking about it. It's based on financial numbers. It's not just votes.
He changed it this year because
we're not gonna
stupid.
We're not going to talk about that. Woman MMA MVP. This is the most valuable woman fighter of the year. Last year's top 3 were Amanda Nunes, Valentina Shevchenko, and Zhang Weili. I believe it's Rose Namajunas. Juice, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd go Rose. I think Rose really proved something with her winning the title against Wei and then beating her. But I wouldn't still discredit Valentina Shevchenko, though. I think Rose has a lot more box office potential.
Although Nunes should probably have taken some time off after COVID.
She probably should have, but you know what? We had fights. They were scheduled, so we had to move out there.
Yep. You had a life-changing contagious disease. Don't
this is
care.
A company that's run by Dana White. Okay, Dana White. This is literally a man that spoke at the Republican National Convention.
The most shocking thing about when he tested positive for COVID is that he said he was vaccinated, which was really? You talk all that mess and you're vaccinated?
Well,
same
with Trump. He's like, I'm vaccinated. Yeah. The vaccine's great. I'm like, where the fuck was that in March 2020? Where the hell was that talk then? Where was that talk then, bro? We've changed a lot. But
we didn't have vaccine then. But
it would have changed the mentality on how serious COVID was this morning, is what I'm getting at.
Woman wrestling MVP.
Would it be
Who's top? Oh, it is Britt Baker. Yeah, it is Britt Baker.
Well, she's gonna win it. I don't know if she should win it, but she's gonna win it.
Whoever Top Gal in Stardom is should probably win it. I don't watch Stardom, so I don't know her name. Is it still Mayu Utani?
No, it's probably Suri.
Yeah, right now.
Yuri.
And then
but
this year, they will push this year.
No, it's gonna be Momo Watanabe. That's what's gonna be next year. But that heel turn is the best angle of the year. Period. That heel turn was amazing. But, I mean it's gonna be Britt Baker. I kind of feel like she has earned it, even though I don't like her at all. Y'all know that, but yeah, it's Britt Baker.
Do you have any thoughts?
No, we're gonna get yelled at because we're gonna be told that it's got to be Becky, who has she really?
You know what? To be fair, I mean being fair, that's fine too.
I think it has to be Becky. I think it does. Though. Like she came back and
Sasha has drawn better than her.
True, and I mean Sasha was in probably one of the best WrestleMania main events of the last 15 years. Even though you split the show into 2 nights, whatever, that was pretty up there.
I mean, it could have been Bianca Belair if they didn't give up on her.
Could have been because of Becky.
Because of Becky.
The Danny Hodge Award. This is the most valuable lighter weight division wrestlers. Last year's top 3 were Hiromu Takahashi, Rey Fenix, and Darby Allin. I think Darby Allin wins it this year.
Yes, I think this would be
Darby Allin. Darby Allin. I love Hiromu, but he's second. It's Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Boy, a lot of spirited debate here. European MVP. This is for the most valuable wrestler on the European continent.
Why are we even debating this one? Why are you even?
It's Walter.
It's Walter.
It's Walter. You know what? It's Walter or Dragunov. It might be Dragunov. It might be one of them.
I was going to say, does the top 3 change? Because last year's top 3 is Walter, Ospreay, and Cedric Jr., but Dragunov probably gets himself.
Oh, you know what? No. It's Ospreay. It's Ospreay. Barely. It's Ospreay.
He's been working a lot of Ref Pro, hadn't he?
Yeah, and also just because he's proven himself, not only is we know he's one of the best wrestlers in the world, but he's also a draw. Because hey, y'all know I love Jay White, but when it comes to coming to America, he's the biggest draw that New Japan has. It's Ospreay. It's definitely Ospreay. It's him. Period.
It's Walter. Walter or Dragunov for me.
It's Walter.
Yeah. It's
Walter.
I
mean, again, I think this year it'll be Walter, Dragunov, Ospreay.
Every time I think about Walter, I get depressed that he's a WWE employee.
But now he's coming to the United States, and either A, they will use him, or B, they will release him, and he'll be back into the world. So
Yes.
All right.
Think of it
Mexico MVP, COVID-19.
There you go.
COVID-19.
It's more like the
'Cause-
biggest heel.
Because
I mean, would it be Psycho Clown? Honestly.
Yeah, like
yeah, it's gotta be Psycho Clown.
Yeah.
But they're like, you think our country's a shit show. Granted, Canada's beating our ass and doing well with
We
it,
are.
but like
We are.
it's like gold, silver, and bronze. Oh, I feel like gold's good for Canada, but I don't think so. Like, you might want to call us aluminum foil, and Mexico's like that fake copper you get put in your teeth. If you wanted to switch it a little bit. But
Man,
frickin',
watching CMLL is so depressing.
oh my god,
That is the worst.
like one, like,
How do you go from being literally?
because the dude died. Like,
But-
we think
But
that
it was still
Vince-
good. It was still good while his daughter was there, and then they were like, "We don't like this. Go away." And now we're gonna ruin the promotion.
Oh god,
Let's be honest.
Mexico, like, on top of the COVID stuff, on top of CML being, AAA can't even take advantage of it because they can't book a good show if their lives depended on it. I guess that's Conan's fault, right?
Or Vampiro, depending who you want to blame.
No, you can clearly see when it's Vampiro's bullshit. You can clearly see.
But it's like,
It's clear.
Conan's bullshit.
but they can't take advantage of this hindrance. Like, it's depressing. Like, I can't remember the least. Like, I think this is the first year I've gone a full calendar year without watching anything from that country.
Do you remember Kenny and Andrade Josh?
Yes.
Come on, man. Like, oh my god.
Oh, that
should have
yeah,
been it. And they were working hard. They were
I know.
working hard. They were fighting against the booking around them, man. It
Yeah,
was
I
just
know.
bullshit around.
know.
It's like they were fighting in a sewer. You know what I mean? It was yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was like, this is good, but what's all of this? Yeah, I know.
And they were working so hard for that. God damn it, I hate that company too. The WWE is top.
I mean, think about this. Think
AAA.
about how bad it must be in Mexico if Psycho Clown is willing to come and work for GCW. I mean, let's be honest.
I don't know how much they're paid, but I thought Ring of Honor paid a little bit better back in the day until I heard how much Jerry Silk was paying the Young Bucks on his Jericho's podcast. Did you hear how much he was giving them? $75 a shot.
What?
Yeah, in 2009, he's giving them $75 a shot. He's giving some other people five figures. They came for $75 a plane ticket. I'm glad they learned the business because. Anyways,
Okay.
Japan MVP. Last year's top three: Naito, Ibushi, Go Shiozaki, Shingo Takagi has to win this.
Yes, Shingo he's the only constant that has been there. Unless you want to go with somebody from Stardom. Marquine.
All right. Okay, whatever. Well, that's my boy, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
What?
But if it wasn't your boy, would not be fine.
I mean, you kind of Okada too, man. Okada, like, you know, him too. He hasn't been the champion, but he's been their most consistent. Like,
True. But
Yeah.
but he's been kind of on the back burner, so
I mean, okay, we'll go with Shingo. That's my guy, so it's fine. It's okay.
United States.
Also want to give a shout out to Shun Skywalker too.
oh yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
All right, United States. Last year's top three: Mox, Omega, and Cody Rhodes.
All right, we're talking
I
about MVP, right? Like, not just most outstanding.
Yeah,
Just
we're talking about
Most-
MVP.
Valuable. Probably Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega. Yeah, Kenny
Yeah.
Omega.
Omega or
He
Punk?
had, he I don't know. He had that belt for 11 months.
Yeah.
And
he did it
he
for
was-
two. Tinny did it for two.
two other companies at the same time.
Three.
Two,
Yeah, two. Yeah, so 3 total. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
CM Punk's not a bad answer though.
he hasn't been there
Not a
long
bad
enough, though.
choice.
Yeah, but he's valuable in the sense of
don't
what
forget
he brought.
he
to
changed
them.
everything, man.
hasn't
I know,
been there long
I know. We're gonna have actual debate later. A motherfucker wants to crown 4-month boy,
enough.
even though I am wearing the shirts. Okay, but yeah, Omega MMA Fight of the Year. Juice, I'm gonna let you have this because I only watch big shows, and you watched.
I've watched pretty much every show.
Yeah, I know.
It's definitely Chandler Gaethje from UFC 268.
Oh God,
That was literally like a video game, just people button smashing and willing to die. It was a fight that I only wanted to see both those guys have when Chandler came to the UFC. They made it, and it delivered, and then some. Clear-cut winner to me, Fight of the Year.
I would agree with that
Okay.
assessment.
I may have to check that out. My limited MMA viewing.
Okay, here we go, people. Pro Wrestling Match of the Year. Pick the 3 best matches in order from time period. Please list both the date and location of the match because some matches were held many times during the year, especially in WWE. You have to fucking do that with how many times they rematch people. Last year's top 3 were Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, February 29th in Chicago. Kazuchika Okada versus Kota Ibushi, January in Tokyo, and Young Bucks versus FTR, November 7th. That was your top 3. I think number 1 has to be Hangman Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson from Winter's Coming in Dallas.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Shut up, Josh.
Oh.
That.
Really?
What?
Yeah. That's what's gonna win.
That has to be it. Like that.
Not the cage match we saw live.
No. No,
Okay,
not the cage match we saw live. The cage match we saw live was phenomenal. But
I'll give you guys my 5 because it's right in front of me. Okay, so I had Danielson and Page as number 1. I had Walter versus Ilya Dragunov at number 2. Shingo versus Will Ospreay at number 3. Danielson and Omega at number 4. And I had Shingo versus Tanahashi at number 5. That was my top 5. So
see, Josh, he didn't even have it. He didn't even have it. What'd you freaking
but
out?
that's my number 6. That's my number 6.
You freaking out at me, and he didn't even have it.
Well, I thought he would have I thought he'd have a startup match in there. So
That's number 7.
that's number 7.
But I had Momo and Suri at number 7, and then I had Utami and Suri at number 8.
8.
And then my number.
top.
Oh, go ahead.
My top 3 would be Danielson, Page, Young Bucks, Lucha Bros, at All Out, and then Danielson, Omega. It sounds very biased, but I'd probably round it out with Shingo and Ospreay, and then Walter and Dragunov.
Yeah,
But
I'd probably.
pretty much what Chase said, except I'd put Lucha Bros.
Was your name Giver?
Yes. Yeah.
pretty much. I pretty much agree. No, yeah, it's Danielson, Omega for the stage, how important that show was, getting the match, and then it delivering, especially for a TV match too, insane.
Like,
Yeah, the reason why I kind of agree with Juice a little bit is because Danielson and Page, like the pro wrestling fans were talking about. I knew motherfuckers that didn't even follow pro wrestling that were tweeting about Danielson and Omega. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
They had 20,000 people there, but just to me, like,
How crazy is it that AEW, that Danielson had 2 of the best TV matches ever in a 4-month?
I would say the 2 best TV matches ever in a 4-month period. Yeah, it's crazy.
His TV year's quite insane for 2 companies too. That last match with Roman was unbelievable. Him in the triple threat at Mania was unbelievable. So he's splitting it right down the middle. So what a worker!
Like, think about how many great matches he's had in AEW. That the match he had against Minoru Suzuki is being overlooked right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
That's why it's gonna make the discussion we might have soon very interesting. Let's put it like that.
But yeah, okay. Best weekly TV show. Last year's top 3 were AEW Dynamite, WWE NXT, and Being the Elite.
Yes, Being the Elite is on there.
Dynamite, Rampage, whatever you want to put 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
New Japan on Roku channel?
Yeah, Dynamite, no fool. Dynamite, Rampage is strong.
Yeah, there you go. That's
yep.
Yeah.
Like Dynamite is. I mean, Rampage is like so freaking easy to.
He said New Japan on the Roku channel. Oh man, that's funny.
God, you remember when we all were like, trying to figure out what is this? Who's this? Who did they get this deal with before it happened? And then it gets
Fucking
announced.
Roku.
It's like
That?
yeah.
I get it's really easily accessible, but really, it's like
I would rather than put Strong on the Roku channel myself, but
Man, Josh, you're making too much sense, man. That's crazy. Oh man, way too much sense.
Instead of Fight and you know,
Promotion of the year. Last year's top 3 were AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and what WWE?
They made how much money last year? I mean,
I would go as a stand back observer. I would go AEW, UFC, Stardom.
Again, my very limited MMA view. I think that's probably the order. I'd
go AEW, UFC. I'd put GCW in there. Just the growth they had was unbelievable for an indie. I'd put them in there.
That's true. That's not a bad choice.
No.
Go ahead, Josh.
What Chase said. What GCW's done this year is
we don't even need Jim.
I know you don't need Jim. The thing is that I think Stardom has done amazing this year. It's kind of sad that they're stuck in COVID hell because
this is the most growth. This is the most growth they've ever had, and this is during the pandemic. So can you imagine what they would have did, without, you know what I mean?
We might be seeing something that we never thought we'd see again.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about that. I know where you could know. I don't know about that. I know it's no. But
I'm just saying the start.
Look, man, I know everybody's down on it, but in terms of just like pure volume of great matches, New Japan is still my number one. Like it still has the most like matches I consider great. You know what I mean? But I can't in good conscience say top 3 when the buzz behind them is just I can't do
dead.
It is hard for me to get into this clapping bullshit. The reason I like Shingo and Ospreay so much is that the crowd stopped caring about the clapping shit and went nuts.
I mean, that happened a couple times. That happened at Wrestle Kingdom a couple times. That happened a couple times. It happened during Hiromu and Desperado. They just said, "Fuck it, I don't care anymore."
This is too good. This is too good.
Okay, best on interviews. Last year's top 3: Eddie Kingston, John Moxley, and MJF. I would probably go.
I'd put those same in there. Again.
I would swap out CM Punk for John Moxley. Although,
I would go MJF, CM Punk.
I do think this has been MJF's best year on promos.
Yeah.
All right, so MJF, Eddie Kingston. I want to go CM Punk, but I'm tired of doing the same promo every fucking week. When MJF said that, I was like, he's right. He does the same shit every week. I'm happy to be here. I don't know if you guys would love me, but you guys really do. Like, that shit is so generic, my guy. Like,
but eventually it's gonna stop.
It's gonna stop.
Once
we've already seen hints of it. We're gonna get the old.
Yeah,
we're gonna get
the poor New York Islanders. They took the brunt of that a couple weeks ago. I was like, damn, Punk really got put.
Once it's time for the Hangman feud, and he can turn up that straight edge shit again.
I mean,
it's coming.
The promo of the year came from a guy, but I'm just saying, Just saying, but yeah, top 3.
That is the promo of the year. My armor came.
You said what?
That was not the promo of the year.
What?
Are you gonna argue?
No, hold on. What? Look, okay.
Are you
okay.
gonna be this motherfucker that says a segment isn't a promo?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's different. It's different.
God.
It's different. It was a segment. It's different. It's different. It is different. It's different. Was it not different?
That was not as good as the Punk Kingston thing, man.
But it was a segment.
Just
it was
say
a
it.
segment.
There it goes.
It wasn't as good as it wasn't as good as
I did say that.
it was the first Punk and MJF promo.
Also a segment. It's a damn segment. It's a segment. No, I did say it though. I said that Kingston and Punk is like the best thing, but I don't count that.
We don't count that.
I don't count it.
Whatever.
Just me and a microphone. It can't be just more than one. The one segment, not a promo.
It's a segment.
All right.
Honorable mention also, if you had to put like a 4 in there, and if you had to put a guy from WWE, I put MVP in there. He's just tremendous.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, him, absolutely. He does a damn good job, and obviously Heyman all the time.
Yeah,
because it's Heyman.
Tag team of the year, last year's top 3: Young Bucks, Kenny Omega and Adam Page, and FTR.
Ooh, this one's kind of tough, man.
I think the Young Bucks win it again.
Maybe.
But I feel like the Briscoes with their late surge.
That's what I was gonna say. Like they make this hard. What about the Lucha Bros though?
Yeah,
Phoenix gets hurt too much, man. Like really, like that's the problem with putting the belts on. Is like they'll have a match and then Phoenix is hurt for a month and a half, and then I wish he could stay healthy.
Man, this was kind of tough, man. I don't know.
But I feel like between how Briscoes finished out Ring of Honor and their GCW stuff, they're a really great candidate for this. But the Bucks carried fucking AEW all year. You could even say more than Kenny.
I think if you dive into the numbers and stuff, it's probably the Bucks.
Yeah,
I'm saying the Briscoes to be different.
I'll go with the Bucks because that, and then the heel turn where they were like kind of involved in whether it was straight up tag matches or 6-mans where they were like with Kenny or whoever, they were instrumental to 6 awesome Dynamite main events.
I think trying to decide this next year is going to be a pain in the ass.
Because you're gonna have the Kings, the
Red Dragon.
You have Red Dragon. You're gonna have Brody
King
Brody King and Malachi. Briscoes will probably be in AEW. I guess they're going to change his name, right? They're going to change Brody King's name. That's what that got from that segment, wasn't it? Because he said you're no more than just a king now.
Nah, they'll probably keep.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not saying they have to, but it's just that's what the Black
Emperor. The Black Emperor. That's his name now. The Black Emperor.
I don't know if you want to name yourself something like that right now. AEW.
Well, yeah, maybe.
All right. Most outstanding fighter. This should be based on in-ring ability. Juice. Is it still Israel Adesanya?
No, it is Kamaru Usman.
Yes, it is.
3-0 this year.
Whooped ass.
He beat Gilbert Burns, came back 2 months later, knocked out Jorge Masvidal, who hadn't been knocked out or finished since 2008, and then came through in Madison Square Garden and beat his biggest foe in Colby Covington. 3-0. Usman clearly making a run for like the level of how good GSP was at welterweight.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Juice makes me want to watch MMA again, man. I'll say that. So, good job on that.
Here's the
I'm
problem.
doing my job.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem is that UFC's crowds are terrible.
In terms of annoying stuff they do, because yes. Like, you mean the USA chants when non-Americans fight? That is
No,
the worst
I'm not
thing ever.
I'm not talking about that.
What are you talking about?
Those dumb chants, those really dumb ones. The really dumb ones where they think it's funny. When they could just say "fuck Joe Biden," but they're censoring themselves. These people that quote unquote champion free speech are censoring themselves. Whatever. Anyways, most outstanding wrestler. I'll give you this one, Josh. It was Bryan Danielson's 4 months in AEW. That's the best wrestler on the planet.
Oh man, this one is so tough because like we're just most outstanding is just in the ring, right?
In ring ability.
So the top 3 are Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, Shingo Takagi. I think that's pretty clear. But like the thing with like Danielson and Omega is so because like Omega did it all year, like Josh. And it's just hard because these last 4 months have been historical. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
That's the thing. Is like Bryan Danielson used to win this award a lot, and he's like better than he's ever been these last 4 months.
And he had the first 3 months of the year too.
That is true. Like I said, he definitely split.
It's like people just forget he had the first 3 months too.
Like
where he was basically called upon to save,
they saved
WrestleMania
main event. Yeah, man, that's true. Man, this is tough, man. I ain't gonna lie.
This is where you give Bryan Danielson his props.
That's where you give. That's where you give. Bryan. You start your first 3 months out amazing, then you come to another company. Your last 4 are better.
I would probably go Danielson, Shingo, Omega if I were ordering them.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to Kenny a little bit, man.
He's 3.
I mean, but I just say this is hard. This is splitting hairs, man. It really is. Man.
Yeah, I know you like to split hairs, Mr. Promo segment guy.
Shut up. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. If Danielson won, if any of those 3 won, I'd be fine, to be honest.
I don't think anyone would feel bad if any of those 3 won.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do you have any different thoughts?
No, I think it has to be Danielson.
I mean the only thing. I mean, the thing is that they took the belt off Shingo, and the promotion that was dying a death died even more a death, and then he got the belt back, and then it was like so much better. So there is that. I think the thing with Kenny though is that he did it. He also was doing what he did in Impact as well, but that probably has more to do with the other award. So
special shout out. He shouldn't win, but I feel like he deserves a shout out to Minoru Suzuki for like his tour of America. Yeah, I mean him. Yeah, doing what he did. Him too. Just wanted to give him a shout out. Absolutely.
Oh, well, then if we're gonna give shout outs, Daniel Garcia. He had like a month stretch there. I was like, dude, he could just come out of nowhere and just win a wrestler. They're like, he's working Punk, he's working Suzuki, he's working anyone who's anyone in wrestling right now.
It looks like he's about to work Jericho, which that's just crazy to think if that happens. So
it's Suri also and Stardom definitely for like half the year. She was clearly the best woman on the planet. Sorry, whoever you guys like, whether it be whoever.
Also, name we haven't said. I know it's Impact, but Josh Alexander. I think he needs.
Oh my god,
given a lot of credit here.
The thing that depressed me about him is that they took his moment.
Yes.
And they built it. They built it for 2 years, and they took it from him. Like it's so annoying, man.
Yeah,
2 years they built this.
I got to see him and Garcia in Chicago live for like 10 minutes. That was some good shit for 10 minutes.
And I hate I can't go to Atlanta because I'm going to miss him and Jonathan Gresham. I can't go.
Are they still not announced streaming for that?
No, not yet.
No, I'm sure it's going to be on Fight.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Anyways,
put everything on Fight. Just do Fight. It's easiest.
Unless there's a bidding war unless there's right now a bidding war between them, between Fight and IWTV.
Who knows?
I think the interesting thing with that show is that Bandito's also defending the ROH World Championship. That's
Yeah,
cool.
'cause
Like what? Yeah,
Because what Gresham was calling it the World Pure Championship, and
yeah.
Right.
it's weird. I still don't know what's going on in Ring of Honor. Neither does
Oh
Kerry
my god,
Stuff.
that's the fucking match in March or April, right? Like Bandito versus Gresham.
If they come
Sans
back,
COVID.
If they come back,
yeah.
If they come back, sans COVID.
because a lot of people who quote unquote work for that office have no clue. People who you think should know, like Joe Cox.
Yeah.
And he went away.
He died.
And he goes
we
away.
don't have the list, so we can't even.
Well, I can look up the list real quick.
The list is right here. I think we were at what, most outstanding wrestler?
Yeah.
No,
there-
we're at there. I hit my mouse and it closed the window.
He got too excited about Joe Koff burials. He just got too excited.
No, it's just like if Joe Koff doesn't know if they're coming back, that's not good.
Joe Koff didn't know what was going on in
Nobody's
like
saying
6
this
years.
is good. Chase,
I know that, but why? I just whatever. Anyways, MMA most valuable fighter is Conor McGregor. I hate saying it, but he had 2 massive buy rates. You have to. Point at that.
Yeah, you can also make a note for Khabib for what he's done with Eagle FC and like their presence, what they can do in 2022. They're planning to do some shows in the States.
Khabib didn't fight in 2021.
No, but he is a promoter in terms of that side of things, so we'll see. But yeah, it's Conor.
It's Conor. I hate saying it, but it's fucking Conor. All right. Lou Thez, Ric Flair Award. This is open for pro wrestlers for a combination of everything, being both important and influential this year in a positive manner for business perspective, combining both box office impact as well as strong worst match quality and worked matches. Last year's top 3 were Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, and Tetsuya Naito. I will say my top 3 is Kenny Omega, Shingo Takagi, and Bryan Danielson. Now, Josh, go ahead and do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
You're not. You've been teasing it all year, and you're not. And it's time to do it, and you're just not going to do it.
No. Okay. So I will
What
go.
are you? What are you? The WCW 2022 Twitter account?
All right. So I will go Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, Shingo. I just think if you look at what he did before he left WWE and then what he's done since getting to AEW, I think it more than makes up for those 4 months. Here's the
thing, Josh. He didn't work for a very long time, and during that very long time, Kenny Omega was lifting up AEW to
Impact.
And Impact. I get that. I'm just saying that that's
like you can't discount that time off he took. I know you're trying to, like, you could do it for that most outstanding one all you want, because that's just talking about what happens in between the ropes. But the dude, and another thing, did y'all see that interview he gave where Ring of Honor tried to call him to replace Bandito, but he didn't check his phone for like 3 days later and didn't see it till the day of the show?
Oh, wow.
No, you're kidding, right?
No.
Oh my god, we could have got Danielson Gresham, the final Ring of Honor match ever. Damn you.
But
he would have been there. He would have did it.
See, Josh, if he was a real Lou Thez Ric Flair Award winner, he wouldn't be ignoring his phone for 3 days at a time. He would be on that shit. But he's not.
But that's on Ring of Honor. They got to snail mail him, that kind of stuff. Like, they got to know him.
I show up at his crib. I show up at his house, knocking on his door, like, bro, we got a show.
Bro,
be calling the local Sinclair affiliate and going, you need to go to this house right now, and be like, especially if
Bree answers the door, be like, hey, we need to talk to your husband, like, for real.
Right.
Like, reading that quote, I was just like, oh my god.
But would have Tony been like, go do that?
Yes. He let Jay Lethal. Yes.
Yeah, he would have let him.
Okay.
He let Jay Lethal do it? He let FTR.
Danielson would have lost, though. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Is
But oh god. But to me, like it's like clearly his heart's not all in this, Josh. You can't give it to a guy
Whatever.
who's just gonna ignore his phone that
Heart's not all
flagrantly.
It's got to be Kenny, Josh. I'm sorry, just because
But-
that gap, man. You gotta go Kenny.
But do you know who? But do you know whose heart is completely in this business?
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
Is that
Hey,
why
you know
he leaves?
something?
Is that why he leaves every year to go do go Big Show?
Oh God,
Y-
it's a
y-
bad.
You know what's
you know, from
wild
the-
though? I feel like that next year he's gonna be on the positive side of a lot of these awards.
Probably.
You know what I mean? I think whatever he has planned, I believe it will work.
And I'm not
I
even
hope-
the biggest. I'm not even the biggest Cody fan. But if you
Neither
can't
am
see what he's
I.
doing, if you can't see what he's doing, then I don't know what to tell you. You're out to lunch.
Right now, it's not working though.
Yes.
Homelander Rose.
He needs to
I
just
don't
go
know,
full.
man.
He just needs to go full that. Like
Yeah, like why don't you like me? I'm trying to save you people. Just do that.
you know.
I don't
Yeah,
know. It's just
it's for me that the answer is Omega. The gaps, the matches, what he did, like even that little thing with Christian was like fun, where he like tried to drop the Impact title, how he dropped the Impact title.
that match
and
was great.
that match was great to the first Rampage show. So yeah, I think it's got to be Omega. Like Omega was the man, and even his character presence on the shows were great too.
Then we're clearly going to get some fun stuff next year with that sign they planted at his last match. What would it say? What would Coda think? Isn't that what it said?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god!
hopefully, if we kind of can open things up a little bit more, maybe they can jump back and forth. Because like even Kenny basically cut that promo in Tokyo Sports Magazine on New Japan. Like, bro, he wants to come back. You know what I mean? He wants to.
What if New Japan just says fuck it, and we're gonna have most of the people in the U.S. for most of the year, so we can actually like run shows.
I would love that. I would love that.
Be like, because we can't run shows here, so
But they wouldn't do it because they just make more money in Japan, Josh. That's why they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. You got to remember they got TV deals over there too. You know what
I know, but they can be doing the TV. They can be doing the TV. They can be taping the TV here and doing it over there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, they can do that.
Well, I could see New Japan doing
or
it.
at least actually split the roster. You know what I
There
mean?
you go.
Where something like that. I can't see like all the guys living on.
I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying like make it where maybe they don't run as many shows, like especially like the Road 2 shows, and they just have so that guys can like come to the States and go back and just do big shows or bigger shows.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
just-
I mean, New Japan needs to do
just
something.
G1.
Yeah, New Japan needs to do something to get a something buzz going.
Japanese wrestling in general needs to like, especially New Japan, but like they all like this clap shit. Everything's like, man, it's killing me. It's killing me.
I have been to 2 AEW pay-per-views with over 10,000 people in attendance. It's fine. Granted, I wore a mask the entire time and never took that shit off. I don't like the only people that we quasi know that caught COVID from going to a show were Bill and Dub, but you could see them at a GCW show with no mask on. So it's like,
And it was a GCW show, which
it was in Texas.
A GCW show where the social distancing is
in a
non-existent.
swamp. in a swamp. Let's be honest. Where that because I found out where that building is. Yeah, that's in a swamp.
Like I feel like there's been enough evidence that it's fine.
Yes.
Like it's whatever. I'm not into the clapping shit. I can't watch it. I just can't deal with it unless it's a match that breaks through. Then I'm fine. Like I'm not really that jazzed about Wrestle Kingdom, especially the fucking Noah show. That's what a fucking waste of an opportunity that shit is.
Oh my god! Hey, I'm so fucking pissed off. especially because they've been shooting angles, both promotions, for like the past 2 months. You know what I mean? Like Nakajima and Shingo have been going back and forth. So let's do a tag match. No, no.
You know what the rumor is of who decided that it needed to be that way, right?
Who's that?
Your favorite person in New Japan.
No, man, there's no way. There's no way. This man,
Why does he have so much power?
because he's cool with Gato, and Gato. I think I think it is. I think Gato's scared of him. I think Gato's scared. He just beat him up. He's like, "Hey man, you can't do this." That's what I think is going on.
Old.
It's so annoying, man. He is.
Because
I see why he wants
cut the deal, and so now the rumor is that that's how he cut the deal. Was that he was like, okay, we'll do it, but this is what we're gonna do.
Like, I see why that they feel like they need, during the pandemic, they felt like they needed a new voice in there, change things. But it's not just me. It's not just you guys. Like, everyone doesn't like this. Everyone, like the fans in Japan, don't like this shit. None of them, like, they don't like what he's doing. None of them do. None of them. Why are they? Like, apparently Hiromu was mad during the Best of Super Junior final when cause Sho came out there and like distracted him or whatever during a match that didn't even involve Sho. You know what I mean? And apparently Hiromu was pissed off. He went to the back. He got in Gato's face and stuff. This is going on with your roster. We didn't hear shit like this before, but because of this fool, this old fool who I used to love. But, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It pisses me off. It pisses me upset.
I don't. Overall, 2021 was a much better year considering that there are fans back, and I don't ever want to watch empty arena wrestling ever again. Yet, it was just what made a lot of Ring of Honor's television so depressing.
Yes,
because no one was there, and
But you know what's wild? During that time period, people was like, "See, we don't even need fans." What are y'all talking about, man?
What are you talking about? You still got people saying that. You still have people saying they should just run like that. They should do what UFC did and just basically run like find an arena and just keep running the same place.
And
with, like,
it works in MMA because you can actually hear the strikes and the coaching going on, and not the stupid fans going. It's better for I like it more in MMA, but pro wrestling, no, the crowd is an active part. They're
that's where we learned.
It would work if you reverted back to like you had everybody wrestling like 90s All Japan. That's the only way it works. That's the only way.
That's why Noah kind of works because they just decided, hey, let's beat each other up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just beat each other.
Let's just beat each other up and be done with it. And you could hear us slapping the flesh and beating the shit out of each other, and the grunts and all of it. So.
Or just every match was like Jerry Lawler, Terry Funk. My eye.
Yeah, there you go.
We can't have that.
Nope.
But yeah, definitely no more MC Arena wrestling. Thank God we got out of that.
But yeah, that's all we're going to talk about today. Nothing else. Nope. No dumpster fires on Twitter. Nothing happening there. Y'all got any other wrapped up thoughts?
Okay. Honestly, you guys don't want to talk about it at all because it's like a black cloud hanging over this whole thing. Like, I feel like we got to at least
Okay. All right. He wants to talk about it. There you go. He wants to talk about it. Talk about it. There you go. Your show. Here you go.
No, I'm just saying, like, if y'all don't want to, we don't have to.
Oh.
I know Josh has stuff to say. I know he has stuff to say.
In this day and age, Josh, here's the thing you need to understand is that your dyslexia is horrible.
Yes, I know.
And you need to read your tweets out loud.
I do, and then my phone changes the fucking...
Before you send it out to Sean Ross Sapp, and you sound like a crazy person. Okay, so... if you weren't aware, Big Swole left AEW, and on the day she put out a statement. I could pull it up and read it, but this is just me skimming it. She's said she was very gracious for her time there, and Tony Khan responded and said also enjoyed the experience yada yada. How long ago was this?
30 days, I believe.
Like a month ago.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. Like, a lot of us assumed, like, it's Crohn's disease and she couldn't really make taping, which is true. Her Crohn's disease has flared up really bad this year, and she couldn't make a lot of the tapings. We happened to see her in Chicago, but it was rare to actually see her. So this week, she gets on some podcasts and decides that I want to put C4 on my bridge and just blow it all the fuck up. And I probably should pull up the quotes now because it would be better to read them.
I don't even
You
think
don't
Are
it
you-
is,
are you-
though.
you don't even need to.
No, you need the
Like,
quote.
Here's the
You
thing.
need the
Here's the
I-
thing.
Like,
Th- th-
but I don't even think
90% of what she
blew
said.
up the bridge.
90% of what she said was absolutely fine. But being in that company, knowing the crap that circles around that company, and then to say what she said, I'm sorry, was not the smartest thing in the world. I get it. I do, but it was a little weird. To me, that was one thing. And it's just, and the thing is it
And
what he
Tony's
did-
response was bad too. Tony, you are a billionaire. Tony, you don't
Yes.
need to
Tony
respond
was a
every
dumbass.
single time. This is like one time where we can go, both sides are being bad, and it's actually legit. Because most of the time, it's like lately there's one side that's clearly right, but it's like there's truth in both. But it's like Tony, just be an owner. Just sit back. You don't have to get on Twitter.
But the thing is, like with Swole's side, like I didn't even get that upset because like it was just like I feel like she didn't bury them. I feel like she just literally just gave her perspective. You know what I mean? Like even like when she was giving the quote, she was like, "Yeah, I got no problem with Tony Khan. It's just some things that bothered me." You know what I mean? Like it's her perspective. Like when you quit a job, you know what I mean? Everyone or when you get released, you get fired. Everyone has their perspective about where they worked. The problem is the boss can't be like, "Well, you're wrong," because you can't do that. Like it's my experience,
The boss can't.
man.
The
You know what
boss
I mean?
can't
Like,
be like, "Well, you were a bad wrestler, and by the way, go
Yes.
watch AEW Rampage."
Yeah,
It's like,
That was- that whole thing was like the first part of that tweet was fine.
It's totally fine because he was defending himself. That's fine.
Right. And that was fine. It's that last half of that
Well,
tweet
she sucked,
that was
and watch Rampage.
yes. It was,
Yeah,
and
what are you
They
doing,
can't do that.
guys? Go watch Rampage. Go watch these
that
other
was-
women.
that was completely off. And the thing that is that this has been building for like a long time, because this is just like a thing that started. Everyone tried to ignore it because everyone was like, "This is stupid. It's going to go away." It hasn't gone away because you have people that just keep fueling the fire.
To me, it's like
And that's
it.
And that
That's
wasn't
the
for
issue.
Swole. What bothers me is that what he said was not necessarily for Swole. He got on Twitter and he was angry and he posted that. You know what I mean? Because he was
Right.
mad about all the other stuff that was going on. I promise you, they were probably cool. And then he saw that quote. He saw the people that took what she said and turned
ran
it into
with
something
it.
else into something else. And he was like, fuck her too. Everybody.
So
did.
here's
You know what I
the
mean?
problem, where you can tell he was a wrestling board nerd, because he just any time he just got to
Yeah. Oh.
just like me and that God, I can't even remember that dude. There's some dude on the F4W board who I was just on constantly get into it way back in high school. I don't do this stuff anymore, folks, because it's something you should leave behind your past. If somebody says something outrageously stupid, just ignore it. I'm not saying what Soul said was outrageously stupid. That's just what I'm saying. Don't come for me, you people. Okay. All right. Oh shit! I said that phrase too. Oh God.
You're screwed, Chase.
Stop trying so hard.
We'll
You're
never-
making it worse. That's what I'm trying.
I'm being Tony Khan. But the thing that annoys me the most about that group of people is that they will stand WWE all day, but they won't point out that House of Glory is owned by Master P. They won't talk about Terminus. They won't talk about like any small thing that
They didn't
Black-
talk about Ring of Honor.
Ring of
They
Honor.
didn't talk about Ring of Honor. It like now.
And I will add, and people can come after me for saying this, there is a reason that when these people talk, they leave out Nyla Rose, they leave out Bowens, and they leave out Sonny Kiss. And they know what that reason is. And it's ridiculous. If you want diversity.
Queer. I'll say it as a black man because black people don't like queer black people. That's what it is. That's what it is. I've been black for 33 years. I'm telling you. No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, Chase, this is me. Like, and what bothers me in general about all this is that people are woke when they feel like being woke. They're woke when it's convenient. You know what I mean? Like, you want everything to be fair, but you shop at Amazon. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, be consistent. Be consistent. If you think this person is a shitbag, because, you know what I'm saying? It's an agenda. It's always an agenda. People flat out just sometimes don't like AEW. And they use this as an angle. You know what I mean? They use this as like, this is the thing that I'm going to attack because I don't really have a leg to stand on in this argument. So I'm going to go after this. For this 2-year-old company that has a bunch of young black people that aren't ready for the fucking main event. You know what I mean? Like, if they sign Keith Lee, if they sign Keith Lee,
They're going to sign Keith Lee.
But okay, when they sign Keith Lee and we're having this discussion, then we have a problem. When
Right.
They sign,
exactly.
When they sign Ember Moon and we're having this discussion, then we have a fucking problem. You know what I mean?
To me, like, okay, I'm going to completely disroll this conversation. Should they reunite the Pretty Boy Killers?
Oh, that'd be kind of cool, though.
That would be cool. I've thought that they probably should do that.
That'd be kind of cool.
But it's like, okay, Dante Martin is being elevated. Sonny Kiss says AEW Dark. That doesn't, AEW Dark main events don't matter. But still, it's like, there's Hispanic people all over the show. Nyla Rose is a Native American transgender woman. You know how
Black as well.
Small, half black. Like, you know how small of a group of people that like what? Like, this is just like when Black Panther got a Best Picture nomination. Well, is the all right movie should have gotten nominated for Oscar for Best Picture? No, that was just to placate these people. Oh crap, I said it. Okay, so when you diversity, do you actually mean a whole lot of people, different people,
when you
different
diversity,
types of experience?
when you diversity, like it's a verb. When you diversity,
do you mean a lot of different people, like Asian, Hispanic, Native American? Do you mean all different types of people, or do you just mean black?
Then just say it. Just say that.
Just say it. Just say it. I just said it, but I'm probably racist now. But oh well, whatever. But because
I got no problem with anyone saying that. If you want to say, look, I'm black, I want to see more black people on TV, then just say that. Don't say I want more diversity on TV when that's not what you mean, because that's not what you mean.
Yes. Yeah.
That's these people are not ready.
Okay.
Jay Cargill is the most protected pro wrestler on the entire
We
planet.
saw why on Wednesday.
Any promotion. Like, bro, they go out of their way to make her look good. Do you really believe they're doing all this for no reason? You know what I mean? She's not ready to be the focal point of a TV show. She's just not. Neither is Powerhouse Hobbs. You know what I mean? That's my guy, but he's not. You know what I mean? Neither is, give me another example, Lee Moriarty. They're not ready. They're not ready.
Leo Rush
should note, I think Powerhouse Hobbs did tweet he was kind of on the side of his boss, Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Who was saying that they were very good to him, especially with I guess like the time his grandmother passed, and they've been very loyal to him.
But the problem is that that's a big roster.
Right.
It's
not going to be a big roster.
Like, does anybody expect Brian Cage to re-sign there?
Not at all.
I don't think he will. Like, I don't know where he's going to go. I guess back to Impact.
Like let's be honest. Joey Janela, before that company started, it minus Orange Cassidy, minus guy whose name I can't say, he was the biggest star in Independence. Period. He's been on Dark since the company started. You know what I mean? He's been on Dark. You know what I mean? Guy I can't say is David Starr, by the way, but that's what but yeah, he's been on Dark because there's nowhere to put him. There's nowhere to put him on the main show.
And the thing is I said this on Twitter. You know, when AEW started, they signed up all these people because WWE was stockpiling.
Signed up a lot of people.
I was stockpiling people. And then you also had Impact and you also had Ring of Honor. They didn't think that WWE was going to be like a year and a half in. Let's start just getting rid of people, especially people that this company that we don't want to do well can use. They didn't think that was going to happen. So magically, they start signing these people who are better than the people they have for the most part. But instead of saying to the people they have, well, we just signed these guys. We don't need you anymore.
We're going to get rid of you. We're going to let you work here.
They're fulfilling their contracts. That's what they're doing. I'm sure people are mad. I know people are mad. I'd be mad too if I worked there and I couldn't get on TV. That's just a natural thing that's going to happen because there's too many people on that roster.
Especially now that you have an additional 40 people are all now free agents as of today.
Yes.
And you know they're going to cherry pick from that group.
And it just bothers me. It just bothers me when people go, oh, you know, the WWE is more diverse and blah, blah, blah. Like, are they really? Are they really? Or have they just stockpiled all of the talented black people in the world of pro wrestling? You know what I mean? Big E's not a fucking main eventer. He just happens to have the WWE Intercontinental Championship. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Let's be real. You know what I mean?
It's been like, okay, when he got the title, I had hope because he has potential to be their guy.
That's a word, Chase.
What?
Four-letter word.
But he's not been treated well at all. Like the only thing that they've done with him is, hey, go be our mascot at these boxing shows. Hey, go be our mascot on this college football broadcast.
Well, that's because they need him. Because those events are much more appealing to the demographic that they want, and their product is ice glacier level cold.
It's not working. Like if they would let him be him, and I don't know, maybe actually protect him and not lose matches while he's the fucking WWE champion, because it's like all it is they're throwing a bone. Like Kofi Kingston's title run was a bone. He didn't really do anything. Like they've never really had a pushed black champion
besides The Rock. Since The Rock.
Does he count?
Does he?
Does he?
Racially ambiguous Dwayne Johnson is stupid.
Like if the Rock was more Rocky Johnson than Peter Maivia, would he be as popular as he is right now?
If the Rock looked like me, we wouldn't even know who he was. Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
Like, let's be real. He can pass. That's what's going on here. That's why he's so damn popular.
Yeah, man. But it just bothers me. Be genuine. Be genuine. Now, I don't like people coming at Swole, and I don't like what Tony Khan said. It's the whole situation just a shit show. You know what I mean? Because really, all she did, she offered perspective. Tony Khan defended him. If he would have just cut, like Josh said, we would cut out that last part, we wouldn't even have this discussion. It's just like, he defended himself. Because he should defend himself. He feels like he should.
The last part, upon further review, is just horrendous, especially capitalizing on AEW Rampage Street Fight. Tonight! Like, what are you doing?
Tonight!
Like, you're making
you couldn't do like what? Did you see what Nyla Rose posted?
No, I've not seen that.
So she was basically like, my head's spinning. I'm not sure what's going on. But you know what? Don't take it out on the show tonight because the women busted their ass. Yeah, and they did. I don't know if you guys saw that match, but that match was
it was great. It was
insane.
Really, I thought last night might have been the best episode of Rampage.
I saw the last 5 minutes of it. Yeah, they were trying to kill each other, man.
I mean, it's also a bad thing to say at the end, considering 3 out of the 4 women are pure white girls. When your point is about we're not.
Yeah.
We're being
Not
very,
even think about that.
like it's really like it's bad. It's like just leave that out. Make your point. Land your plane. But I don't know. Tony wanted to just think maybe because it's New Year's Eve, I'll just slightly get this. You're the owner of the fucking second biggest wrestling company in the world. You can't be tweeting that.
He's
Like-
what you're saying is
remember-
he's a little too much Dana White.
He
guys-
went
Yeah,
Dana
well,
White there. He went.
That
Dana
was
White there.
Dana White.
That was
You guys
Dana White
remember-
right there.
You guys remember when the AEW account used to respond to people? Like yo, you can't do that. You guys are big league, man. You can't operate like your GCW. You know what I mean? It's AEW, man. You can't do that. You just can't. It bothered me so much. Because this is my guy, man. Tony Khan wants to unite the pro wrestling. It's not even just about AEW. He wants to unite the pro wrestling world, and good God, we need that. Because once we do that, whatever the WWE does doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Because that's his vision. It's not just about AEW. It's about everybody. And I want him to succeed. You know what I mean? I want this thing that he's doing to succeed. You know what I mean? And when he does,
succeeding.
but when he does shit like this, man, you know what I mean? It just
But
it bothers me.
okay, in the grand scheme of things, this is only on Twitter.
You're
and
right.
Their audience ain't on Twitter.
You're right. You're right. But it bothers me, man. It really does, man.
But I mean, their audience mostly is people that are on Twitter,
Yes.
and stuff like
mean-
that. So that does have a bigger effect. Than if this was WWE, like
It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
matter.
I don't-
It's just old people what's this Twitter machine? It's just, you know what I mean? It's just,
It would have to happen on Facebook for it to matter.
Doc, isn't that what?
MySpace.
Isn't that the-
MySpace,
No, those people are on Friendster still.
Friendster.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
chat room
What we've
or something.
learned from Tony Khan this year, I guess any major promoter, is you got to be a little sensitive. Like, remember when those rumors of WWE and New Japan? Tony was like, absolutely not. We're going to just tell New Japan. And then, like, there's.
No,
New
you
Japan
see, that
talent
was
on New Japan.
good. That
was
was
good.
good.
But when Tony feels threatened or anything like that, he's going to defend himself. But he got a little too excited. Maybe he had one too many White Claws on New Year's Eve. I don't know. But not a tweet you want to have.
Right.
You don't want to have that.
Is it still
or
up? Did he
make it-
delete it? Is it still
No,
up?
it's still there.
It's still there. We checked before. It is still on his
But
Twitter.
the thing is, so here's my thing. If I don't think he has to delete it, I think he just has to apologize for it. I think if it's there. It's people have screenshotted it. It's not going anywhere. He just needs to apologize. Maybe he's already has, and we don't know. But
He needs to apologize, preferably on like the opening of the first Dynamite or something at some point in a video form. I think would be the best, or a statement on his account properly, not the AEW account or anything like that.
Right.
His account, since that's where this tweet came from.
Yep.
I'm sure something will happen. I'm sure. But I would hope. that
Chase,
yeah.
we needed to talk about it, Chase. We couldn't just not talk about it, man. Like, this is being live.
Why? I
But
want to
we
be
did
like
not say nothing about
Sean Ross Sapp. Okay, I want to be as privileged as Sean Ross Sapp and not talk about something very central to my work. All right, even though this ain't my work, this is not my hobby.
So you can get the interviews that you need to make the money on your site. I
love
get why.
that dude.
I get
I
why.
love him. I hate that he does that, though, man. Come on.
I get why, but don't continually go after people and say, well, I went to school to be a journalist and and then not be honest about what you're doing. That's the thing. Like
I mean, it's like
that is how sports journalism has always been. It will always be like that. People don't necessarily know that, but you set on some things because so you can get the information you need. And I get that, but be honest about it at least.
I think we're only down to like Dave and Wade doing that though.
Probably. Well, no, Sheer probably does it. Just no one pays attention.
Well, Shear's also like, hey, I'm better than Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Bro, no, you're not.
Why is it cool now to hate Dave Meltzer, too, by the way? That's like the cool thing to do now. Dave is toxic. Dave says dumb shit sometimes, but I don't think he's toxic.
Because they bring up stuff that he said in the late 90s and take it completely out of context.
No, most of the stuff lately is when he tries to talk about WWE forcing women to get plastic surgery, and then
Yes.
they turn it and getting
I'm
mad at him. It's like, what?
because you're not allowed to talk about that, Chase.
Whatever. Anyways,
You're a sexist for noticing this. She got plastic surgery.
Well, that's just a problem. Hopefully, we can get better in 2022 with like talking about issues and things like that. We're not, I know, but
we're not.
Much like you have hope in Big E in WWE, I have hope that we can be.
No, it's already bad. That's what I meant. Like, because he hasn't won on TV every week. He doesn't get to be himself. He fucking lost to Bobby Lashley, so Bobby Lashley could be in that match tonight. It's like, what? You had the champ lose
Forgot
on the
there was
way.
a show tonight.
This is when people say
I forgot about that.
Like factions suck. If they hadn't broken up, New Day, you could easily have Lashley or whoever that you're going to have feud with.
Beat them.
Yes,
but
and maybe it gets old after a while. But you're not beating Big E.
But Vince
is making Big E look stronger. So
Vince has totally lost the thread. I don't even like. We're about to be in year 4 of no Pat Patterson, and no one has taken that role of telling him this is bullshit. Like no one has,
because everyone's afraid to. They're just like, yes, that's great. Yes,
you would think that you would think Pierce, because you would think Pierce knows he could get a job elsewhere if Vince said, "Screw you, you're gone." But whatever.
I mean, he's freaking 7.
Maybe this is his dream job. Maybe he always wanted to work at the WWE. So let me just, rock with Vince.
Maybe they're all just biding their time until he cacks over dead.
He will never.
No, I'm just saying.
It will never happen.
I'm just saying what happened to CMLL has me worried about when that occurs. Because they've gone.
I don't know who's going to be in charge when that happens.
Especially now, because we thought we knew who was going to be in charge, kind of. But it's apparent that that's probably not going to be.
And he lost his job and nearly died. So
yes.
I mean, that was.
He's made one public appearance since
the walkthrough of the new Titan Towers.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which was an odd video. That was odd.
Oh shit! I need to see that video. I don't think I've seen that.
It's from the construction workers on TikTok. He just filmed them walk by, and Mitch Mac goes, "Hello."
He had a hard hat on. It was weird.
Right.
Hello.
Like he looked okay, but I mean,
Triple H looked fine. Vince has been looking more and more frail every time you see him, and he's still doing these crazy workouts.
Vince is looking more frail and sounding like older,
worse.
but coming off more insane on television every time he's on television.
The years of 2 to 3 hours of sleep per night. It look like they're just. I don't know how he's not dead already. But
hey, pal.
There comes a point where the steroids stop working. There comes an age where they stop working. And so,
oh man.
And steroids do more than just, make you look good. They give you energy and everything else too. So, and eventually though, they're going to stop working because your body's going to be like, we don't need it anymore. So
Vince McMahon will be 77 years old this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane to me.
And the show, from all accounts, sounds like something that a 77-year-old might watch.
I mean, hell, that's the target audience.
That's the demo.
That's the demo, and it's like
we've been talking about Vince McMahon retiring on the internet for 15 years.
No, Vince never retires. He's gonna work just one day. Like he will die one day, but I don't know.
How long ago was it that they did the thing on TV where
he died?
No, not where he died. Where he was
15 years ago.
Was that 15 years ago?
When he died,
when the limo exploded?
Not when the limo blew up. When Triple H came out and basically told him he'd basically been replaced or whatever.
Oh, that was like
that was like 2012.
That was that awful. That led to that awful Raw with that fucking the roster on strike shit. And oh god.
So it's been at least since then, really. I mean, or that we thought he would take like a step back.
No.
Yeah, because when he said that, I was like, wait, are they really doing? Like, it's kind of legit. That's what I'm saying.
No,
That's what I'm
no.
saying. Nope.
It's
Nope.
only on camera.
That's
Only on camera.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting year for them.
for everybody.
For everybody, but like them in terms of like less pay-per-views, which I think is actually a great thing for them. less is more for sure for them.
Saturday shows.
All right,
Yep.
real quick, because I know we're going kind of long-winded, but everybody go around, give one thing you wish for pro wrestling in 2022. Go. Chase, start.
I think it's pretty obvious. I want the clapping to end in Japan.
Okay.
That's my
All right,
main
Juicy.
one.
Ooh, pro wrestling in 2022. I just want someone to kind of fill that void now with like no Ring of Honor or anything like that. Like we needed a Ring of Honor to be like the safety net, the filter out when people leave and have other options. We need that. Hopefully GCW can be that. I think they're going to be the company to watch in North America, especially with that Hammerstein show.
All right, Josh, go.
Kind of what Chase said, but I'm going to extend a little bit. Just
God,
hopefully.
are you Jim?
Yes.
Are you Jim? Are you
Jim.
just?
Hopefully we get like lesser restrictions in Japan so that no clap clouds, and also people are able to travel easier because that will make
Fewer restrictions in Japan. Lesser has to do with quality. Fewer has to do with the amounts.
I hate you sometimes. I swear to God.
Let's chase everyone.
But yeah, that would be my wish because I want to see more guys over here. I want to see more guys over there. I want to see more people everywhere. And, and Japan is so important to pro wrestling and to me as a pro wrestling fan, just as it's always been important. And the state that it's in right now is just so horrendous. Ever since I've been following Japanese wrestling, it has never been this bad, ever. Because during New Japan's Enochiism crap, and in the early 2000s, you had Noah
was there. Yeah.
Noah was there. So and you had other stuff going on.
And Toryumon starting. You had all this other stuff.
Now there's nothing going. There's just it's like there's good stuff, but it's like, do I really want to watch it? So there you go.
My biggest wish is for Keiji Muto to retire. No, I'm joking. Like Josh was saying, yeah, just the clap crowds to go away. I want the crowds in general to come back to Mexico because man, Arena Mexico with no air horns, it's just weird. It's kind of odd. Yeah, I want the way fans look in America. I want it to look like that in the rest of the world. That's it. That's all I want. That's it.
All right. Well, go ahead and wrap it up there.
What?
You still no Burrowich is gone. Comment person, they're dead. Joke, they're dead. Wrap it up, Josh. Wrap this thing up.
I guess we're done. We, in some form, might be back at a later date. I'm sure. This was kind of
as soon as an event happens to talk about, which originally all we wanted to talk about was 2021 in the review, but we ended up talking about the dumpster fire that occurred yesterday. But if something happens, we'll be back. If something don't happen, we won't be back. But knowing how things are always constantly happening, and they don't ever stop happening.
I mean, I would imagine that maybe like the week before WrestleMania would be good just to.
Man, that's 2 months.
I understand, but I'm saying that that would definitely be a definite. And then I don't know if something massive happens sometime this week with at Wrestle Kingdom, which I don't think will happen, then sure. But
yeah, man, I have no interest.
No
interest.
I have no interest in Wrestle Kingdom.
The only interest I have is the main event on the second night. That's it.
I mean, I'll probably watch Okada Shingo and Ospreay winner, but that's it. I have basically no interest in the main Wrestle Kingdom, and I have negative interest in that Noah show.
Yeah, I want to see Naito and Cobb, and like you said, the two main events, and El Desperado and Hiromu because their series is always incredible. Other than that, I'm gonna watch the whole show because I'm a diehard New Japan fan. But
I mean, Josh is probably right. If we come back, probably before Mania. But I mean, there is a Rumble, a Saturday Rumble, which is the first time.
that's true. I forgot about
They're-
I'm
they're
not
doing-
watching that.
I'm talking before. We don't have to talk about the Rumble. Anything going up? It's first month.
like before, or if anything happens after.
I
Or
mean,
if there's another massive release of people that were like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh fuck, we didn't even talk about Tony Storm.
Oh no, we didn't.
Oh, hey, hey, did she? Okay, because I'm not sure exactly what happened. Did she ask for her release? What happened with that?
Yeah,
Yes.
she asked for
yeah,
her release,
she asked for her release.
But
and they
like,
gave it to her. But she also quit too. So
but it's like there's a reason that led to those circumstances, that she was booked horribly, and she knew she was booked horribly.
but she was being pushed, Chase. She was in a program with Charlotte Flair. She was being pushed.
Okay.
But also made her look like an idiot. That pie segment was. Oh my god.
Tony Khan should be on the phone with her right now.
He probably is.
That's racist, Marquine. That's racist.
Oh man.
Okay. I probably already said some shit that can get me in trouble in the future on this thing. So we're gonna hit this red button. Jim never showed up. Brandon never showed up.
I didn't think
It'll be.
Brandon said he
It'll-
wasn't gonna show up.
Yeah,
so-
I know that. I'm just stating for the camera.
You're
Okay.
trying to get heat.
Anyways, I'll unfortunately continue to read tweets by people who do not understand how things work. And that is all today, folks. Catch y'all later.